Rachel, guess what? I have so much to tell you in this week's weekly WIP. How is everybody? Can you believe that September's almost over? I can't, but I am happy it's fall. We are in sweater weather season and things are great. I finished objects. I'm releasing test knit pictures finally. Just after a couple weeks of a lull, we have some action. So why don't we dive right in? The alocasia cowl is a test knit that I did for Boho Chic Fiber Company. If you are familiar with gardening, which I was not, the alocasia is a plant. It is a lovely plant. And I did the cowl version of the project. There's also a pullover sweater. And both patterns are now live on Ravelry and on the designer's website, which is Boho Chic Fiber Company.com. I will post the links in my video description. After all this hype and after all these weeks of me talking about this and having no visual aids to show, like it was almost like a ghost project, my wonderful producer made a separate video to celebrate the release of this. So I'm gonna show you a finished picture of the cowl here, but please stay tuned for a full video about the finished object. Exciting stuff, right? As if that's not exciting enough, I'm sure you probably noticed something that I haven't referenced yet, but we're gonna talk about it now. So it's a little premature, but this is my Spark Cardi. Finally, I'm so excited. And I'm so happy that you guys are with me every step of this journey, from the unboxing of the yarn to my initial semi-disappointment, not being super thrilled with the contrast color, but now I love it. We've just gone through it all together. So I'm finished. I'm gonna remain seated because technically I haven't blocked this sweater yet. I don't really want to release full body pictures and my modeling shots until the sweater is blocked because it's just gonna fit better. And it's actually a good, really quickly, blocking is like the best way to fix little mistakes and make sure the project is shaped properly and shaped in a way that it fits the way you want it to fit, and it helps you get that final look of the project. So I think actually when I go to block this sweater, I'll probably do a quick video just to explain it. It's easy. I'm sure you're already blocking all your projects and it's no big whoop. So this was such a great sweater to knit. It was color work. It was not difficult. It was a great, relaxing color work project because it's not super complex. I love this. And I do have to say, it's really warm, which is great because I'm always freezing. And often with color work, it tends to result in a warmer project. I am so excited to be done, and certainly next week I will have the actual finished object. Yay! Done. As exciting as it was to finish my Spark Cardi, and finish it in time for Rhinebeck no less. That's awesome. I haven't had time to make a lot of progress on my other WIPs because the last piece of this was a belt, and it was very easy to knit. It was just very boring and it took a really long time. So that kind of consumed a lot of my energy this week. We have the Weekender, which I have not touched. I'm actually to the point now that I'll let you know when I start this one up again. I just have a lot of projects going on and this is not my priority at this time. So this is probably the last you'll hear of the Weekender for the time being, and I think what I'm gonna ultimately do is just take what I have out and restart it from the beginning. So that's the Weekender. Sadly, I have not had time for my West Fjords Wanderer. I'm hoping I have time to at least finish the bottom of the shawl. So I just want to at least finish that and get to the part where we're working on the body. I haven't had time to work on that this week. I have been working on my surprise cowl. It is going to be a gift. I don't want to say what it's for because I'll ruin the surprise. It's a fun project. Once it's done, I'll release the information in terms of name and designer. Like maybe if this was my only thing I was knitting now, it would be fine, but because I've got so many other things going on, you know, I do a couple rows of it to stay ahead and then I move on. And then last, but definitely not least, is my La Habra sweater, which is another test knit. Here we go. Here we are so far. And I'm very excited about this. It's going to be a sweater dress. Initially, I was going to test knit the sweater version, and the wonderful designer behind Dragon Horde Yarns designed this, and she gave me permission to do the sweater dress version. So I think it's gonna be really exciting. I don't have a sweater dress, and the pattern is just really easy. I use stash yarn. So the main color is actually the Miss Babs colorway from Rhinebeck 2019. I just thought I have an abundance of this colorway, so this is a great way to use it. The blue is from Little Skein and the Big Wool. I'm in a Kindred Spirits Yarn Club, and this was the June colorway. And then the like beige color, which doesn't stand out super well, is a Neighborhood Fiber Company, and I forget the name of the actual color. Once she releases this pattern, there's so many beautiful color combinations. This is another sweater that I'm really enjoying the experience of, seeing what everybody else is doing, seeing the different color combinations, seeing the creativity of people in general. It's just been a lot of fun. Some people are combining mohair with the contrasting colors. I'm definitely having a lot of fun with this, which is, and at this point, now that I'm done the color work, it's not mindless knitting, but you know, once you're done that yoke and you work onto the body, you're not putting a lot of concentration into it. And so that makes it a little easier for me to, you know, work on this other guy here. Because when I was doing color work for both, it was getting a little mind numbing. So those are my weekly WIPs. I am excited because now I officially have my Rhinebeck sweater. And for those of you who want to know, Rhinebeck finally, or the New York Sheep and Wool Festival finally released their schedule of classes for the virtual event. So there's a variety of offerings. I signed up for a couple classes yesterday. I really like the fact that they have classes on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, starting in the morning, going through evening. So there's a lot of options. If you're like me and you work during the day and you can't necessarily attend something early on, there's a variety of options for you. I'm a little burnt because I really wanted to take the Intro to Brioche class, and they only had it for one specific time slot on a Thursday, and it sold out, and that's the only class. But that's petty, right? We've all been through a hard year. We need to move on. In the grand scheme of things, not a big deal. I am still so excited to just meet everybody, even if it's virtually through the weekend. It's $5 to have a pass, a virtual admittance entrance ticket, and then the classes, the cost varies. So I think in my next weekly WIP in preparation for the festival, I'll share more about the classes that I'm taking, but just right off the bat, I'm excited about my virtual Zoom meetup to show off my Rhinebeck sweater. So that'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully I'll meet some people who did the Spark Cardi, different variations of it, semi-live, not in person, but, and then, you know, even if you're shopping virtually, shopping is still shopping. So I'm sure I will find something that I like that weekend. I'm saying a lot.
I always cut it anyway,
Okay.
so.
All right. So those are my weekly WIPs. I was very excited this week, as you could tell. Just, it's so good to be able to finally show you this test knit. Look out for my finished object video, and then just look ahead to my video on blocking for the Spark Cardi. And hopefully by next week, I have some progress on the West Fjords Wanderer. Be safe, stay healthy, and happy knitting.